Hello, I'm Trevor Cassaberry, CEO of Cassaberry Consultant, and this is how to start and manage a stock index portfolio. Let's begin. So what is a stock index? A stock index is simply just a list of stocks weighted in individual percentages, similar to a mutual fund, if you ever heard of one. They also give insight on a particular section of the stock market. In layman's terms, you could think about it. Imagine a music playlist with a bunch of different songs, and you got to, make sure your favorite song played more often than the ones that aren't, as much of your favorite. That's pretty much all it is. Instead of, dividing up your listening time, you're dividing up your capital that you're investing with. So, let's say you only got $400, but all the stocks in your portfolio, together cost $8,000. You can just divide the 400 up in a percentage that you see fit between those different stocks. How's this benefit me? You have the ability to diversify your portfolio in just one payment, the ability to choose, or rather one buy, the ability to choose your own stocks and weighted percentages instead of accepting what someone else chooses for you. So if you use a mutual fund, let's say you used one of the apps like Acorns or something like that, you'll see that pretty much they just ask you what kind of portfolio you're trying to make. You answer the questions and they make one for you. You don't get any insight on what's in there or how, what the percentages are. They just give you usually they give you like a Vanguard name or something like that where you have no control and no idea what's going on with it. And it's a theme-based index. Theme-based indexes give insight on performance of particular markets. So if you make a stock index portfolio specifically with airline companies or automobile companies or social media companies or REITs, which are real estate investment trusts, as you see that portfolio go up and down, you know that it pertains to that particular market. Motif.com is the site that we'll be going over today for how to build your own stock index portfolio. Motif literally is a distinctive feature or dominant idea in an artistic or literary composition. You may have heard the term mostly in English class discussing poetry or something. But when it comes to Motif.com, the term motif is used as a theme-based stock index. It's a great place to begin trading and researching, as I did and many of my clients. You get to go through theme-based researching and investing, which makes it easier for people who don't know many companies or much about the stock market in general. And it's low commission, flat fee trading and ways to, delay the payment or make the payment smaller, depending on how you trade. How does this benefit me? You're able to purchase partial shares. So let's say, you went to buy into Amazon and Amazon was $1,600 a share and you only had $300. You could just put, you could buy $300 worth of Amazon as opposed to having to wait to save up the $1,500. You can auto invest your dividends and also auto invest into your motif. So you can set it up where, you don't even have to check it every 2 weeks or whatever amount of time. Money goes straight from your account to your motif, or your dividends from your stocks that you own are automatically invested into another stock for you, and that's commission free as well. You get $1 residual payment. So when you set up stock index portfolio, so if someone was to use your stock index to buy or sell without editing it, you would get $1 every time. You can build an index containing up to 30 stocks from stocks on the NASDAQ, Dow Jones, or S&P 500 indices, which are pretty much the major 3 indexes on the New York Stock Exchange. Motif.com also will email you with IPO launch updates. IPO stands for Initial Public Offering. Basically, when a company first hits the stock market, Motif will let you know in advance. So, last year what company they told me about, like Zumba and stuff like that. They told me about Medical Transcription Billing Corporation, in which it was a Series A stock. And this is a long story, but basically they told me about it and I was able to capitalize on it with the early information. And lastly, diversify your stock portfolio with as little as $250. You do have to use at least $250 to start investing in Motif.com, and every installment you make needs to be at least $250, which is why we encourage you to only use, or not only use Motif, but encourage you to use Motif for the ability to buy partial shares and build these motifs. That way you're making the best use out of your $250 and just not using it on a commission fee and then just one stock. Actually, I already have Motif open. So for an example, this is one Motif we created back in January. As you can see, it's still up 9%. Here it shows you how our Motif fared against the S&P 500. Our Motif clearly kills the S&P 500 at all times. We were the ones who put in the description, the logo here. We named it. Here we did the weights. I chose all of these stocks myself. And right now I no longer, invest into this portfolio because I made so many more updated versions of this portfolio. But because this is the first one from the year, it gives you the most data. So I figured this is the one I'd show you guys. But had I had money into this portfolio currently, instead of it just showing here what it did over the last month or over the last year, it would actually show, your return on each share, how much you own of each share. I mean, your return on each stock and how much you own of each stock by percentages. So it would say, Microsoft is up, 0.2%, Amazon is down 1%, Verizon is up 5%, blah, blah, blah. So when you get ready to build your own Motif, what you'll have to do is go here to the top with, hover over trading, go to build a Motif. It'll take you to this page here. Here's where you get to put in your title, your picture, your description, and all your stocks, your tags, which is basically like hashtags on Instagram. If people search using these tags, your Motif will pop up. Similarly, like if you see someone type in Cassaberry, then you see, a few of ours will pop up. We have about 7 or 8 on here right now.